A very good morning, Dutch bike blogger. Thank you for driving with me. On my bike, just left home on my way to work. Weather report, well, not too cold, but certainly alright to drive. I opted for a t-shirt only, of course with pants, but well, to my right, the Flores house, I told you before about this. I was there last evening for a meeting. A meeting or a evening that you could go visit. Why was the meeting? Well, we have heard from the municipality in Groningen that our area, the Korrewegwijk Indische buurt, not sure what that's all about. Sirens, fire truck probably. I cannot locate it at the moment. Somewhere behind me. It sounds that it's getting closer and closer. It is. That's a loud siren. You have to be deaf or hear loud music not to hear that. Probably a fire somewhere or something else happened. Well, back to what I was telling about. I had a meeting in the Flores house yesterday evening. A walk-in night. You could go there from 8:30 till, well, 9 or something. A little bit later than expected. Went back there, came back there a little bit later than expected. Like I said, paid sorry about that one. Paid parking in our area, Korrewegwijk Indische buurt. That's something municipality has thought of. In much areas in the inner city and outside ring around that, there is already paid parking. You have to pay a fee to park your car. And you can park there for maximum 2 hours. And when of course you are living there, you have a car, you need a permit. That will cost you around 98 euros a year. So it's not end of the world, I think. But that's my opinion. I don't own a car, by the way, so it's a little bit one-sided opinion maybe. Well, you could go there last night to hear the story of the municipality, why they did it and how they're going to do it. And of course when. Well, the when is a little bit vague, but what I understood was the following. When you have no parking fees in a street or area, people tend to park their cars there and go to their work outside of the area where they park their car, because in the area where people work or live, paid parking is already a fact. So they don't want to buy a permit and they park in another area. Well, that's what's happening with our neighborhood. Of course, the question then is, when we get paid parking in our neighborhood, will not the problem shift to another area where is at that point in time no paid parking? Well, yes. Goed gedaan, man. Topper in the car, not even blinking, losing his blinkers, or in Holland richtingaanwijzer, in French clignoteur. Well, that was something obvious, like the parking I said. When you have an area where no paid parking, you will park your bike outside the paid parking area to not have to buy a permit. And then the problem shifts to another area, and then that area will be paid parking. By the way, what I understood, when you have a permit, it's not that you buy a spot in front of your door in your street that you're guaranteed to park your car there. It's just to allow you to park a car in a certain area, so you don't rent or pay for a parking spot. There were some people who were a little bit hesitant, mostly because they have more cars and were not willing to pay money to get a permit. Also has two sides of the story. When you're in an area where you have problems parking your car because there is no room, because people from outside parking there, then, well, when you have a permit, or there is paid parking, then there should be less parked cars from outside that area who think they can get a freebie. Also, what I understood, the paid parking was during daytime, between 9 in the morning and 6 in the evening, and then after that it was free, something like it. But it was quite busy last night in the Florisheid with all the people out of the area. Different opinions, different people. Somebody tried to put on gloves and I'm in my t-shirt. What's wrong with me? Don't answer, please. Scooter really got stuck behind me, maybe because I was somewhat in the middle of the road. But I thought to myself, well, he's not going to overtake me for the turn, just to make the turn easy, and then I had traffic from the opposite direction, so also that doesn't help for the scooter drive to overtake. By the way, if you not noticed or in the camera, I have a lot of wind today. Well, interesting material I learned yesterday. Never, because I don't have a car, I read much about the parking issue. But Dutch bike blogger is waking up when it's in his own neighborhood. Also an issue when you have multiple cars. There was a leaflet there that says when you have 3 cars, that's the maximum on one address. And then you have to pay per car, which when you have 3 cars comes to almost 300 euros. On the other hand, you have a car, you can afford it. I'm not able to afford a car, that's not in my options at the moment. And I don't need it, by the way, so when I would have needed it, I probably would have tried to manage to get one or lease one or something. But luckily I'm in the circumstance that I can do everything by bike. Well, you notice probably I'm almost at work. That's it for today. Maybe in the afternoon more, or in the evening. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the description box. I will see you next time. Have a great day, and like always, be safe out there.